Today, we're chasing a place so remote, so bizarre, and so downright out of this world that you'd swear Colorado was moonlighting as another planet. This is Wheeler Geologic Area. But the journey to get there isn't for the faint of heart. Today, we have to survive a muddy, rocky, high-altitude roller coaster known as Alder Creek, which eventually joins with the cutoff to go to this area with puddles big enough to baptize a truck. We woke up to the gentle, peaceful sound of Colorado tapping out Morse code on the truck all night. Translation: everything we left in the truck bed was soaked. Recovery box was covered in an inch of water, and the cooler, same story. And no, for the record, this was not the hydration plan that we had in mind, but it wasn't going to drown our spirits. We quickly dried everything off that we needed to and hit the road. Topped off the ZR2, of course, before heading off into the wilderness, which was only about 2 miles from the gas station. And from this point forward, it was going to be dirt for the rest of the day. So we are doing kind of a weird four-wheel drive trail today that isn't very popular unless you come to this area, and it's called Alder Creek, and we're actually using it to go to the Wheeler Geologic Park. And so it rained last night, so we're a little bit nervous because according to the South Fork tourism website, is that the last mile or so can get a little bit muddy any time of year. So we're gonna see how it goes. So far, the road that we just started on at the beginning of the trail is just
too bad.
It's just dry. It's pretty dry. So we're hopefully we can make it to the Wheeler Geologic Park, but we'll show you the trail along the way as we go, because I don't have much information besides what the tourism center has. So here we go. Our mission was to reach the Wheeler Geologic Area, one of Colorado's most remote and strangest natural wonders. And because we like the scenic route, that's the one we picked. Which means our travel to this area was going to be a little rougher than normal. Alder Creek isn't a technical trail, so much as a sampler platter for what the region offers. It has smooth stretches, loose rock, mud, ruts, some little stream crossings, and a steady climb to over 12,000 feet. Now on this trail, the ZR2 did tap its skid plate a couple of times, which Grizzly of course was like, "Watch it, man, that's my skid plate." But he agreed with us that the scenery all made up for it. And then all of a sudden, you are out of the aspen trees and you have come to Christmas tree forest.
Oh, this is like Christmas trees. All of a sudden we went from aspens to being lined with Christmas trees. That's pretty neat. I've never seen that before.
Right, tons of Christmas trees.
So how are you liking the trail so far?
That's good. Ugh, a little bit rough in some spots and bumpy, but that's all trails.
Yeah, it's been bouncy, but it's kind of smoothed out a little bit. We're about halfway up to Wheeler Park at this point. And we've only had a little bit of wet puddles, so nothing muddy yet. So.
It was deeper than expected, but it wasn't hard.
yeah, there was the one who
kind of... The front end dropped. It was like, woo!
It splashed just a little bit. It was kind of fun.
Deep. It didn't look that deep.
And I wasn't recording because I didn't bring it up memory cards.
Yeah,
but so far.
It's a fun trail. I like it. It's very similar to Tin Cup. Other ones are at similar areas.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Ugh.
I would say during fall colors would probably be the ideal time for this trail, just because the aspens below would be just chef's kiss.
But you get to see see a line of Christmas trees.
Yeah,
You do.
the trees are cool. The pine trees are they're just different. We usually don't have them lining the trail like this.
Everett, of course, came up with a plan with these trees. He said, "We should come back here for a Christmas tree, Dad." Dane, of course, laughed. "Buddy, this place is going to be buried in snow by December." Everett just shrugged it off like that wasn't the problem because, one, then we'll just get a snowmobile, Dad. Problem solved. What's 5 to 6 feet of snow? It's fine. Snowmobile can do it.
Move stuff and do the. Woo!
I got that one on camera.
Hang on! Ah! I don't know which way we're going.
This way.
Couldn't see. Puddles!
But look at what the rocks are changing.
Oh, look at that. What up in the drainage stuff? Or whatever it is.
And if you come to this area, you might be surprised, but it's open range and you need to watch out for the wildlife.
Oof, Mr. Cow, or Miss Cow, as it may be, since you're not a boy. Miss Cow, we'd like to get through, please. You said it's your mud puddle and you don't want to give it up?
I guess I can go around you. I don't think I was gonna move.
Are you gonna move now? Are you scared? Oh, did we scare you? Yeah. Sorry. But you don't know. Are you really?
Really?
Figure out where you're going.
There you go.
There you
You're
go.
fuzzy.
You're kind of cute. I know, but it's so fuzzy. So fuzzy.
To be fair, that cat was super fuzzy. And as they say, that's probably how I'm going to die, petting something fuzzy I shouldn't. But back to the video. Eventually, Alder Creek links up with Pool Table Road. But this isn't your average road. That's when things go from kind of okay-ish, kind of bumpy, to the actual trail, which can be full send muddy in certain spots. The trail got bouncier, the trail got a little bit slicker, and the trail got more populated with people. And before we knew it, we were at the puddle. Dane was gritting because who doesn't like a good mud puddle? Dane looked at me and said though, "You know you're washing this, right?" And yes, I did, and it was a $22 car wash. So before you hit those mud puddles, consider the price of admission.
So we are almost to the Wheeler Geologic site, and the trail has been kind of fun. It kind of reminds me of the Good Enough trail we did in our Ram. The mud puddles are very similar, and the trail is very whoop-de-whoop, just like that trail. And so far, it's been really pleasant, but we're almost there. So we'll show you what it looks like here in a second. But the trail has been really nice. Like it's been a pleasant day up here.
And just like that, after miles of forest twists and mud, we finally reached the Wheeler parking lot. And the funny thing is no one tells you that there's nothing to see when you get there. Just a bunch more trees and rocks. And more trees. There's no "oh look, I see it" kind of moment when you pull up. For that, you've got to lace up your hiking boots. The trail starts at 11,000 feet, which is nature's joke because it's kind of telling you, let's see how out of shape you are today. I'm very out of shape, thank you very much, nature. We don't need to point that out. And you know that it's high up because even the child was gasping for air, which made me feel slightly less out of shape and round-shaped. So I was grateful for that. So I'm gonna give you a tip here. You just want to see the epic viewpoint that everyone's looking for? Don't do what we did, which is we went to the right, thinking that the loop was the best way to go. We saw epic cool formations on this side, but there wasn't that big, grandiose reveal that we had read about online. After hiking and almost giving out my lungs and retiring there for the rest of my life, we decided to head back instead of completing the entire loop, and remembered that a hiker said that maybe going to the left might be a better option because he remembers his best view was on the left. So we decided to do that, and I'm so thankful we did. And when we left, we were feeling a little discouraged, and then whoop, there it was, the Wheeler Geologic Area overlook that everyone posts online that I'd seen for years. A skyline of pale volcanic towers carved by time into shapes that looked like frozen waves or a cathedral built by giants. We took photos and more photos and more photos. And no matter what I did, I could just not capture the grandeur of this place. We lingered at this overlook until the clouds said, "Time's up, rain's a-comin'."
Finished hiking a long way around Wheeler Geologic Park, and it was super neat, but we have a tip.
Yes.
If you decide to hike there and you get to the fork and don't know which way to go,
Go
go left. Do not go right. We went right and then went up about halfway through the trail and then realized, I don't want to climb all the way up this pass and go back down. And so we went back the other way and followed this guy's directions who said, oh, just go, if you have time, you should go to the left. Mm-hmm. The left is the iconic picture you see of this area.
It is. It's the cool spot.
So do that instead. So our plan now is to work our way back down the trail, and then we're going to take, I think it's called Pole Road out. I'll put the name on the screen of the actual road because I don't know if that's right. But apparently that's where it's going to be a little easier. But no matter how you get back here, it's long. You need four-wheel drive pretty much.
Yes,
or at least all-wheel drive.
Or all-wheel drive and high clearance.
High clearance, because there are some spots where you might scrape a little bit if you don't have good ground clearance.
A Jeep Cherokee made it in.
Jeep Renegade made it, so you take that into that level of worthiness.
Exactly. So it's not like it's super extreme, but if you do Alder Road, you will want more ground clearance, and because that we hit our skid plate a couple times on that one. But if you go the main way, we're going to show that as we go out. So stay tuned, and if there's anything noteworthy, we will share it with you.
So the easy road isn't too bad, but it isn't easy because it's no joke. It still takes over 2 hours to crawl your way back to the highway. And that's with the ZR2. And it has suspension that has no issues with trails like this. But the 4Runner we passed was definitely feeling every rut. And we were so happy that we timed our adventure correctly today. When we hit the pavement, it was just minutes after that it finally started to rain. So the question is, was it worth the long, rough drive to one of Colorado's most remote places? Absolutely. Wheeler area isn't just a place you stumble upon, it's a place you earn. And those are always the adventures you remember the most. And if you like joining us for this muddy adventure, hit the like button, subscribe, and tell us down below, have you been to Wheeler? If not, would you want to? We'll see you next time on the trail.